Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with some more Digimon ReArise, and today I got a PvP analysis for you guys. I know I normally do these earlier, but I've been testing a couple teams. This was the team I used last week. I've noticed for the past couple weeks, my Omegamon's like leveled up, but I feel like it's been holding me back. Like I didn't use it for Calm Week because obviously Calm was like super strong. Then I think it just kept dying, and like the rest of my team will survive. And then you guys will see my calm team right now. It's really good. And then my dev team is kind of like I think it worked better like this because Gaiamon tanked better. I took off the plugins already, but what's his name? Because he essentially worked the same as Omegamon. He kind of helped. Once he critted, he did damage. However, he was able to tank more because he got that 30% boost for that week. So I took out Omegamon, just added Gaio. I kept Dynasmon just because he's just there. I kind of mostly used him to wipe out the what is it called evades or limiters that your opponents had. I normally have them equipped with. Right now, I don't. I just put that block, but I normally have pursuit on him. It also increases tech. But this team is the team I used, and it did pretty well for Def Week. Um, and also Dynasmon sponged up some of the damage. However, like Omegamon just didn't seem like as good. Like yeah, Omegamon's good, but I just felt like it was just holding my team back. I felt like the bunny was surviving longer than it, but that's what happened. This week, what I'm using is this team. This is the main team I'm using. I'm going full calm meta. Where that high Andro is right there. I used to have Omegamon, but I just felt like Omegamon just kept dying and like everybody kept surviving. So I took out Omegamon, added the high Andromon, and that just increased my defenses a lot. Also, he attacks all enemies and gives you a 40% chance to stun everybody, which is pretty good because you could end up locking your opponent's Omegamons, your opponent's Imperialmons, and that's how it's been working a lot. And when I can't stun them, because there's very few people out there trying to put status protection. I just put up defenses with Hyandro, then I put my power resistance with Imperialmon, and then I just do as much damage as I possibly can. And that's when they have what is it called? Status protection. Second team I tried out is this one. And this one's been doing pretty well too. I think if you guys don't have Black War Greymon, I think you could replace it with what is it called? Um, Grand Quagamon. Yeah, just for that extra defense, that literally is all you need. The whole point of this team is obviously Omegamon and Imperialmon Paladimon are going to be your like main hitters. However, if you activate this guy, it shocks all enemies, so it takes away one evade from all your opponents and gives you a chance to shock them. And this one, it lowers your opponent's attack and attacks four enemies and increases your tech resistance. Not only that, which is really good because you could potentially activate this one first, so you can have more tech resistance on against Imperialmon or Paladin mode, or you use high Andros first depending on like what you're going against, like if they don't have one. But this one gives you a 40% chance to stun four enemies, which if you activate both in back to back, there is a chance to either stun them or shock them, which will prevent them from moving. Not only that, it will most likely take away all the evades that there is, from Dynasmon and them, and you just go ahead and just go ham going using Omegamon and Imperialmon. That's kind of the logic of this team that I've been using. Um, I still like this one. I like going full calm, but I feel like this one's been working a lot more consistently. It's kind of interesting. Um, so I really do recommend it, trying it out. I would add a Grand Quagamon. I haven't tried it out, but in theory, I feel like it would work. I know that he takes away your opponent's what's his name statuses. I mean, buffs and all that. So if they activate against you, it could hurt. But if you have a couple resistances, that first initial hit won't hit as hard. If you guys have Rusty Tyrannomon, maybe I'll highly suggest that over Black War Greymon, Grand Quagamon if you guys don't have Black War Greymon. He's just there for anti-crit and more defense, but he doesn't help out your tenacious Digimons. That's why it doesn't work. I feel like the best combination is a Limit Broken or Super Awaken Magnadramon. You know, the one that heals and revives, combined with a yellow Rusty Tyrannomon. I feel like that's like the best combination. With Imperialdramon, Omegamon, and Dynasmon, it just in paper it just seems so good. Unfortunately, you know, I don't have Rusty Tyrannomon at this point, so that's a yikes. But definitely try that out. Try out this team setup. I would suggest it. And that this one works. I feel like without Omegamon, it still works. It's still viable to play. It's weird, you know. Like I said, sometimes I feel like it holds me back. And this one it doesn't, because my whole point of this is to clear all the evades and then do the crazy damage. But if they have anti crit, the thing is that Omegamon hits like very like weak, so that's the problem. So yeah, let's dive into the trends just to see, you know, what happened last week. Omegamon back to being like number one. Dynasmon's there. Imperialdramon quickly, like I think because it came out in the last couple hours, everybody tried, I guess, using it. I think by that time I was already asleep. Lithros Month is always going to be like MVP, like during Death Week, but not everybody summoned for her, so that's why she's not in like first or second. And Black War Greymon, I know a lot of people, like when I said at first should you summon, and I highly suggested him. I think I really wanted him, and you know, but at the same time, you know, there was Rusty Tyrannomon coming out and everything, but a lot of people didn't want to summon for Black War Greymon. Now Black War Greymon is like extremely viable. If you don't have Rusty Tyrannomon, because Rusty Tyrannomon, they both serve different purposes, but along the same lines. Alphamon, I don't feel like the skill lock's working as well. I'm surprised he's up here, because at one point he was like really like down in the ranks, I think, for a while, and I think I forgot why he was so down, but I think because Omegamon's viable, Alphamon makes it a little bit more viable too, only because of that. Magnadramon, man, like it's really good, especially Super Awaken. And I said next to Rusty Tyrannomon, that thing tanks, it revives, is like crazy, you know. Crusadermon, I highly recommend don't use it. It seems like a lot of people are using it, but I guess I could see you using it if you're new. So there's that. I think Imperialdramon Paladin mode, if enough people summon for it, it will be in first place. I feel like that's going to be the permanent first place for a very long time. We just gotta have more people, because at this time I didn't have it either. So, you know, there's that. Let's see what else. Gaiamon. This is Tenacious Week. Yeah, and that was weird because like I tried a full Tenacious team, even though my team that I showed you guys at first was a almost full Tenacious team. Like having the other bunny, I felt like held me back too. Like they just died quickly. So Dynasmon was just there to tank, honestly. But Rusty Tyrannomon should definitely be higher. But you know, it's hard to summon. It's hard to get. Galamon's like slowly losing its use, but it's right along O-Force, because like it's a thing to do, because crit block is so annoying. You know, you activate it, but it makes your team so much fragile. That's the thing I hate. You know, I really like Galamar. I really like O-Force, but I hate that they're so fragile. Maybe if you combine it with a Rusty Tyrannomon and then combine it with a Magnadramon, then, you know, I could see it even really viable. We really got to look out for the Creepymon, the Tenacious one that's coming out. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I highly recommend it. I think, from if I remember, one of my guildmates said that it blocks statuses and crit, so that's pretty good. I feel like that's going to be a must-have once it comes out. But this week's it's Tenacious Week. I don't see a lot of Tenacious Digimon being viable, only because of this guy. This guy just like murders all your like block stuff, so there's that. But you know, like I said, these two Tenacious Digimons I really like, because they have like a long range, possible stun. Not a lot of people are using status protection. The problem with that is that some people are, so you know, your strategy gets kind of like, you know, messed up. But it's good, because like at least you're able sometimes skill lock Imperialdramon. The thing is that I think most of the times I encounter very few people with Lilith Mons, If not, I encounter Alphamon, so it's hard to stun that Omegamon. So what I do is I try to stun the Imperialdramon Paladin mode, and then put like my defense up with High Andro and then resistance with Imperialdramon, so the Omegamon doesn't do that much damage. Not only that, if you have anti crit, like that Omegamon's not gonna it's gonna do 0 damage at that point. So not zero, but you guys get what I mean. Um, so that's what I'm kind of going for this week. What are you guys going for? Let me know. Tiger Vespimon, I I I tried it. I didn't like it. I kind of came up with a team that kind of viable, but still, no. I feel like he's still kind of weak, even with the anti crit on him. Even with like, I don't know, he just didn't feel that strong. And for range, it's weird, you know, but it's there. I guess if you guys are new, I still have it. I still want to try it in other ways, but no, I just don't. It doesn't seem so good at all to me. Um, but these guys, if you guys see more Digimons that increase HP, I feel like those are like really handy. Like alongside anti crit, having more HP like lets you tank enough sometimes to like get the full win, which is great, you know. So Cherubimon aged well in my opinion. When it first came out, you know, the banner was like, like I didn't like it because Magna Garurumon. I don't really like Magna Garurumon. It's supposed to be a brave killer, but you know, like now that it's being more calm meta, if you gave it stones, it's kind of a waste now. So that's how I see it. Um, I'm not sure if it for those people who do use it though. I know it does more damage to brave. No, it's not like what is it called? Imperial Dramon that automatically attacks Omegamon. So unless it automatically attacks like Omegamon, then there's that. But I think Cherubimon was the better, and I did like Cherubimon when I saw it, but since it wasn't guaranteed, that's why I was like But if you guys see those Digimons in the future, those are things to look out for. Increasing HP is really viable. Also, like HP plugins combined with increasing HP and anti crit, I feel like that's kind of like the meta right now. Like I feel like that's the thing to go because a lot of things starting to like ignore block rate. So yeah, let me know what teams you guys are using. Remember to subscribe. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.